No, stop that. My takeover starts now. It's the 3 Counts resident supervillain, the Dark Goat, the Dark Lord himself, Damien Fatale. And now, you're watching Damien and Friends.
Well, I guess I'm taking over the show today, aren't I?
Yes.
Well,
yes,
you know what? Welcome to Damien and Friends, and as you say, Chaz, here's my friends right here, and I'm too lazy to introduce you guys, so y'all can go do it your damn selves. Like, I'm not your like Michael Buffer.
Okay.
I'm super
Well then,
villain.
fine. It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don of the Mid-Atlantic and the Capital Region's best kept secret, the Don Chaz Evans. Yeah, this is Damien and Friends. This is what I walked into work. It said Damien and Friends, and so that's what we're doing. My producer, who as you can clearly see is not here, so yeah, it's Damien and Friends.
Hey, I'm glad to be taking over for a second time. And we'll introduce my other friend sitting right here.
Yeah, I mean, well, really, Damien, you only have one friend, so you had to pay me to come on the show
That is true.
so that the plural could fit. But
Yeah.
it's good to be back again like the bubonic. I'm here today to join you guys, talk a little wrestling.
Wrestling. Well, since Chaz, you do such a great job at like keeping things in order, let things don't go off the rails. I'm gonna let you, my friend, let us know what we have in store and what's next.
Oh, okay. So pretty much you just want me to do what I was going to do anyway, and you just take credit of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you. At least
Just like
you could
old
move.
times.
You could have moved me over, like take me like you.
Nah, you good where you're at.
That's fine. All right, cool beans. Anyway, all righty. Let's get through the intro, and then we did the intro or lack of, but let's get through some.
Oh, he's just
If
going
you
into the
haven't not already done so, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Am I back? Am I back?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah, now you are.
Am I
Let's try
back?
that one more time.
Try it
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Am I back? Great.
Yeah.
I love how right when I get started, I go into the Speed Force. Cool. Y'all know what to do. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. As you can see right there on the bottom of the screen, we're on everything. We're on whatever, if you want to call it Twitter, if you want to call it X3Count_pod. Everything else is 3 Count Pod. Also, make sure you subscribe to us on the Big Plus Network. All right. Definitely check us out there. We're going live right now. Also, thank you. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube and on Facebook. Boom. Also, check out Red Dog's Now Entering the Ring, his interview show. He's got all those interviews came out. I think Xander came out, I think, this
Zach Xander?
week. Yes.
The extremely great wrestler?
Yes. I think that it's either this, if it didn't come out this week, it's coming out next week.
Yeah, I saw it in the feed.
That's what I thought. I want to make sure I did. That's what I thought. So I try to keep up, man. So much stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
It's all right. I got you, buddy. I got you.
So much. We're on like episode 300 and something, and Red Dog just be like, yeah. So I booked this guest, and I go, yeah, pal, you keep on. But yeah, definitely check that interview out on YouTube. Also, Indie Spotlight. I don't have it. Send it to me at promoters. Y'all know. But anyway, let's get to it. Temp check. All right. Temp check. Mr. Idol, I don't know if you know, but I know you know, but I'm going to give the rules out anyway. Temp check is whether you give me your hottest and or coldest wrestler going into this week. And after a crazy week of professional wrestling, starting off with AEW and Wrestle Dream, and then ending off with Fastlane. Temp check. Let's go. What you got for me? We'll get you started. Mr. Idol, since you're back.
Hottest, I'm going to go with Jey Uso. Especially after the press conference last night. Did you happen to catch the clips?
Oh yeah, that was.
I watched it live, and
Okay, yeah, I watched it live too. That was freaking hilarious. He I was gonna give it to LA Knight, but no, I want to give it to Jey Uso. Jey Uso. The coldest. You know, it hasn't been that chilly in the world of wrestling this week, to be honest with you. Like I don't have a coldest. I don't have a
Wow.
coldest. Not this week.
Oh, look at that.
First time ever we have not had a coldest wrestler. I think we all find at least one. Look at that, making history already. All right, Damien, what you got? What's the temperature?
NXT is my hottest.
No, the brand itself.
Oh yeah, considering what they get ready to do next week.
Oh gosh,
Hot.
Okay.
Steaming hot. And we know who the coldest is. It's Jericho. It's not getting any better. As a matter of fact, it's getting worse.
it's
It is getting worse.
These tag matches he's been having, it's half of watching Jericho and half of watching Kenny. I can deal with that. As a whole, that's fine.
That's not a tag match. That's 2 singles matches.
But no, those tag matches he's been having have actually been fire.
No. Kenny probably has been, on your point, fire. Jericho is a steaming pile of shit.
Oh my.
Yikes.
Jericho, please stub your toe. Like, come on, you got like Ray Phoenix getting hurt. You got all these other people getting hurt, and this fool can't get hurt. He can't like get a torn toenail or
No.
broken finger. But nah, it's gotta be Luchasaurus. Got the people that actually. Okay, they're not doing much either. Get hurt. Get hurt. All right, that's how I feel about that.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with my coldest wrestler. This is a hot take. It's a real hot take, but it's my coldest wrestler. My coldest wrestler, Ricky Starks.
How come? I'm not. I want to hear your reasoning before.
Being demoted to Big Bill's tag partner and beating FTR, as great as that is, it's the fact that he's with Big Bill that bothers me. This is not pulling the trigger. I want everybody to understand that this is not pulling the trigger. This is not lighting the trigger at all and just leaving it set.
Yeah, but AEW doesn't know how to pull or light.
With that basis.
Besides that, that's a whole nother debate, though.
Well, true.
That's a whole nother debate.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother debate. But if we're just taking it for face value, and this is the 3rd week now he's been in my coldest. And he should be my hottest wrestler every week.
That's fair. He went from being
to leave.
He was in
he went from being the hottest. Yeah, he went from being the number 1 heel on Collision to number 5 at best.
Exactly.
Oh, y'all being nice. I didn't even put him on the board. It's time for him to go. Needs to leave.
He's next.
Needs to go.
Run
far away.
Oh no, he's going to the E. He's going to your boy.
Yeah, because he'll do better there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like hands down.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
Put him on NXT for 3 months.
Oh man,
just 3 months.
Ooh, can you imagine him and Mello?
I was just about to say that.
I want to see that.
Can you imagine?
I was legitimately about to say,
promo.
Don't even give me 3 months. Just have him there for a month. Have him come on a random NXT. Give me the month before you do your specialty. Have him come down there. Have him whip Carmelo. Send both of them up to the main roster.
And
boom. Look. But yeah, Ricky Starks, coldest wrestler 3 weeks in a row.
Dang. Well, you know what? I can't disagree with you on that. I
It
mean,
like
that's what
I
happens.
wanted to be like, yeah. And I go, man, FTR lost to this.
Yeah. And then, yeah, especially thinking about
It was
where
a
he
squash
was to where
match
he
too.
is, it's yeah, that is kind of depressing now that you think about it.
Like
It's
In
sad.
what, a month's time too?
this man was working CM Punk, who we're gonna talk about next. Like he
Yeah.
was working Phil.
Yeah.
He was really like laying it in Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Phil, you know.
Did the
Yeah.
smart thing.
Well,
Am I back?
Yeah, Phil did the smart thing and show what happens when you fuck around and find out.
Am I back now?
you are.
Yeah,
Oh,
kinda.
great.
Yeah, now
Wonderful.
you're back. Okay, you good.
That's the type. That's the type of show. That's the type of show we're having.
Oh, that's why I helped you fill in the
Yeah.
gaps.
Hottest wrestler though. Let me give you my hottest wrestler. Hottest wrestler is definitely it's Jey Uso. Like and like
Yeah.
not off the medium scrum at all. Not the end like just
That
based
was
off the
great.
fact that that man won tag team gold without his brother for the first time and it was with, Cody Rhodes. So
No,
yeah,
that tag match had, I don't know, it was one of those where it was better than it needed to be.
it had no business being as good as it was.
It was a lot of the matches on that card was like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And shout out to their tag finisher too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they stole it. They,
So
who you think? Who you think? Who did it first?
We didn't do that. That was
Yeah, it was similar.
it
it
was
was
it
similar, but
similar.
Close
that was
enough.
theirs is
Close
cooler.
enough.
I gotta give it to them. Theirs is cooler.
Close
I
enough.
wish we had came up with that.
All right, we're stealing it then.
Well, that's a good segue into stealing, right?
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk is on his way to the WWE, folks. There are the reports of talks are imminent, that it's as certified as a done deal. It's just not pen has been put to paper yet. CM Punk return imminent. What are your thoughts? Let's go with you. As we know, Phil, 3 Count Podcast loves Phil. So, of course, Phil, it's got to be talked about. So, what do you think, Damien?
Ah, man, it took him long enough, man. I would have, like, the day he got fired, I would have been calling him, trying to tell you. Come on, that's like the biggest blow ever, especially if they can make it work. Think about if they can make it work, and he doesn't get in any kind of trouble, doesn't complain, doesn't bitch, and then they make a shit ton of money.
Oh.
Because, unlike, you know they're not gonna deal with crap. They're gonna nip it in the bud before trouble starts. So, yeah, no, they need to pull that trigger. What? Survivor Series is not far away, right?
Nope.
Chicago. Just imagine. They're gonna have to add more seats. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to rent out the
Petty.
next arena over and put this big screens and do like a second viewing.
Look, I was thinking about this the other day, and I go, "Oh my gosh, WWE is legit about to have like the year of like the company." Not only did you get this merger happen, you got back CM Punk, who was about to sell you so much merchandise that like he don't even really gotta wrestle.
No, he really don't.
He might legit probably do one match and just like be like, all right, call me when you really need me. And then like if I really want to do it. So
He'll get in less trouble that way.
exactly. So look, I look at it like this: Chicago Survivor Series. It's going to change the game. Like CM Punk is about to like the run of that he was supposed to have in AEW is going to happen in WWE. That's legit. Like that's legit what's about to happen. And where like as AEW was supposed to be this huge thing in his career, where it's just gonna be like a little footnote compared to his WWE return. Like, oh man, please.
Well, it's a
Everybody was
bigger
worried
deal
about
if he goes
Edge.
back there.
Oh,
That's the thing.
absolutely.
It's a bigger deal.
And not only the fact that he he was in the UFC as well. So there's always that cross promotional stuff that they can do. I mean, he got his tail whooped in the UFC, but
Yes, he did.
it is what that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, I'm excited for all the upcoming people that's coming over to the E, whether it's Jade, whether it's Punk, some of these call ups. Yeah. What you got, Chris?
I'm on board with you guys. It's a big deal. Sometimes the stars just align just real perfectly. Like, what are the odds CM Punk gets fired and is available the year that WWE decides they're doing one of the big four in Chicago, which we have seen over the past 2 years. When Punk comes to town, it's a big deal. We've seen what it did for the AEW side, where basically they damn near live in Chicago. Like, I feel like every other week they're in Chicago.
Pretty much.
That's facts. If they're not in Jacksonville, they're in Chicago.
Exactly. And I think CM Punk returning to WWE now is a bigger deal than what it would have been 2 years ago if he had decided to go back instead of going to AEW. I think it's a bigger deal now because he's
No, it
more
is.
of a talking point. He's controversial. For good, bad, or indifferent, people are going to pay attention if CM Punk goes back. And if he goes back, it's a completely different WWE than what he left in terms of roster. So the people he'd be wrestling, these are people that he either wrestled really, really early in their WWE careers, or he didn't touch them at all. And the two biggest, well, let me not say the two biggest, but two of the biggest stars, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, have publicly displayed their dislike for CM Punk. So there's built-in stories right there. That's two major matches right off the bat that you can build upon.
Right.
So I think, and then on top of that, all the merchandise that you would sell. And if there's one thing we know about the WWE, they're gonna do whatever's gonna make them money.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're gonna do. And I think CM Punk will make them money. It's just a matter of if Seth, Roman, Cody are okay, are cool with working with him, then I think there's business to be done. Because really,
Three money
they're the only
matches
ones
right
that need
there.
to be comfortable with him being there in the locker room. Those three. Everybody else, if Drew McIntyre doesn't like Cody, doesn't like CM Punk, does that really matter?
True.
So,
That's true.
yeah. So if those three, because you think those are going to be his three biggest matches, probably.
Right.
Roman, Seth, Cody. And you can trickle in some others that would have interest. But to me, those are the three biggest ones that you
give
can
me
do.
Cena. They need to run me Cena and Punk again. That's what I want to see again.
Yeah, I feel like they owe me that since they didn't run back Cena and Edge.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I feel like
Nope.
Hunter owes me Punk and Cena.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, at least that.
I'll give you
You're
that.
right, we didn't get that, did we?
We did not. You're right. You're right.
Nope.
I give you that. Okay. That's
Adam
okay.
left.
Yeah, so I'm all for Punk coming back. Plus, when he's ready to hang it up, he gets to hang it up in grand fashion.
Not you don't think AEW would have done it in grand fashion?
Okay, I think AEW would have made it a big deal, but we know WWE can do everything bigger.
Oh yeah, he going to the Hall of Fame that year.
Exactly.
Main event
wild.
WrestleMania
That's
finally.
wild.
Exactly.
That's wild. I don't think he's that. I don't. Look.
I ain't said he
love
will.
Phil.
I said they could.
I love Phil, but I love Phil, and this podcast loves Phil. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, because we love him so much, we call him Phil because we're like that with Phil, even
Yeah.
though we're not. We like to think that, but look,
Yeah.
this show and this platform loves Phil Brooks, but this platform is always honest. That man does not deserve to be retired and then go right in the Hall of Fame. No, let that man wait a couple years.
Oh no, I
You
wouldn't
know-
put him right in. No.
What are you talking about? I do it just out of spite.
Out of
Okay.
spite.
Yeah,
No,
make him the
But-
headliner.
I mean, I think
the
he will be a
headliner that
I think
year.
he will be a headliner whatever year he goes in, but I don't know if he's gonna go in.
And then you got to put
Right
him there with
after.
like big ass names that like. But why is he the headliner? All these other guys could have been the headliner.
Yeah, I think
the year with the click.
maybe.
All right.
Oh man,
That's awful. But
that was awful.
yeah, I think if he goes back, he'll get to end his career on a much higher note as opposed to ending his career over in AEW.
Sound like you got beef with Tony Khan.
I do have beef with Tony Khan, but he's not the topic today,
Man,
and we don't have to get into that.
Fuck
No, this
Tony.
part.
I'll get into that later.
For all of
Our long-term listeners, they know how Chris Idol feels about Tony Khan.
I was about to say our OG listeners know and understand that if there is someone who hates AEW and Tony Khan more than Damien, there is a person.
There is.
And it is you.
That's why we bond so well. That's how he can get me to not do stuff.
I'm gonna try not to say anything negative about Tony Khan. I'm just acknowledging that the WWE is a bigger company than AEW. That's all I'm saying, and that's where I'm gonna leave it.
Well, if Tony wasn't using funds to get the booger sugar, then they might be a little bit bigger than they are.
See, I'm trying to be positive, and Damien's trying to drag me there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, let's start. Well, actually, we can use this to segue into what grinds Damien's gears.
There we go.
Oh, we're gonna start early. All right.
Since we're on the topic, I mean,
you're right.
If it's not Tony today, then I'm actually all ears. Like I'm really.
Oh no, it is definitely Tony.
Oh, let's do it. What grinds Damien's gears today?
It is definitely Tony. What grinds my gears with Tony this week is dropping the ball on Edge's debut.
What?
Want me to tell you how?
Okay. I know where he's going with this.
You want me to tell you how? So, his promo on Dynamite was basically what he said on the media scrum and all the interviews that he did in promo form.
Yeah.
So why would you tune in? That was a waste.
What if someone didn't watch that?
It's all on YouTube.
If I was gonna say, if you're on the internet, which we know all the AEW fans are, there was no way you didn't see. No, I'm saying I don't mean like no, I'm not being into me. I mean, we know that the AEW audience is the most hardcore of hardcore fans. They know what's going on.
Right.
So there's no way that they did not see a clip, a transcript, or anything of Edge talking to every media outlet and their mama about his transition over to AEW. Absolutely. So, because he already explained why he was there, what he was there to do, what led to him coming there, it's kind of like, well, we don't need to watch the show necessarily to hear him say it. So, okay, I'll give you an example. When CM Punk debuted, his very first comments were on their program. And then he talked to the media. to expand upon what he already said. So to hear his motivation, we had to watch the show. Whereas with Edge, he already answered all the questions that we as fans had. So it wasn't necessary to tune in to hear him speak because we heard him speak all week leading up to it.
True, but
So
what
from
you
that
call it?
perspective, I feel like they kind of blew it.
Kind of blew it.
Okay, let me not blew it. They missed the chance to pop a big number.
About to say Christian did the whole thing, but Christian happened after all that. I mean, that was like a piece of the promo.
It was a piece,
but it was already.
We knew he was going to interact with Christian because of the paper.
We knew he was going to say no. You saw the interaction at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah. So
we
knew
already
there was
knew
going to
what he
be
was going to
interaction.
say, and then you already ruined it anyway because you saying he facing Luchasaurus. On that bothers me. Our first match, we get to see this man.
Okay.
Face.
All right. Okay. This is where I had to break my code because that grinded my gears. All these motherfuckers that pop up in AEW and their first matches against Kenny Omega, Hangman, the Bucks, MJF, this guy, that guy, all these hot talent on the show. And Edge, his first match has to be against the Dinosaur.
That's what he wanted.
All of those, I don't give a shit. That's a match 2. That's not match 1.
That place is all messed up because nobody tells nobody no. Nobody tells nobody no. This is
I don't have a problem.
You heard his
with
podcast.
Him.
You were listening to him and Christian's podcast before they stopped and how they were raving over him in the beginning stages of it.
Right.
But why the first match?
Well, here we go.
That's what he want to do.
But then here's my thing: you get one chance at a first impression.
We don't need no. Come on, we don't need a first impression. We know who he is.
No, right. Hold.
We know it's Adam Copeland, but it's Edge.
Well, hold on.
It's Edge Light.
Hold on, but
we've seen WCW.
Can we agree?
We know what they do.
Hold up. But can we agree?
TNA does it.
That the big benefit of having Edge on their show is that he is a WWE performer who was active that made the jump, right? And in doing that and snatching him up, the hopes is that some fans of his are going to come watch him over here, right?
I get your take, yes.
So you want to put forth maybe not your best foot, but a good foot forward and put him in a good position. The same way, like I said, Bryan Danielson. You know I hate Kenny. You know how I feel about Kenny. But that was his first match. They put that front and center on free television and gave it the biggest platform that we can.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that match. I remember where I was when that happened. That was
absolutely. And CM Punk, when he came, his first match was with who? Darby Allin.
Yeah.
That's what they set up, right?
Yeah.
Adam Cole, who was his first? Who did they put him up with first? Well, first they paired him with their big stars. They put him together with the Elite.
Yeah, with the Elite.
And then I don't remember who his first opponent was.
I don't remember either.
I can't remember, but it was bigger than Luchasaurus.
Yeah, but it was a bigger deal than that.
I think it was probably a tag. I think it was a trios match. It was him and the Bucks and somebody versus. I think it was probably
right.
It doesn't even matter.
Right.
Then at that point.
So a big featured match with somebody that niggas is vibing with. I'm sorry. Can we still curse on this show?
We try not to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Damien is the only one that does. Cliff gets a couple of ones off.
So, based on their track record of what they do with these people that come from the other side to their side, they set them up with big matches. And I feel like they didn't do that here. And this probably would have been, especially now, because AEW has cooled off. I think it's fair to say it's cooled off. They're not doing as well as they were a year and a half ago. So this could have been a chance to pump some adrenaline in the company's system. And I feel like they missed that opportunity to put Edge in there. And I'm I don't have a problem with him facing Luchasaurus. I have a problem with that being his first match, his first showing, the first chance to get excited about Edge performing in the AEW ring.
It's a
He would have
slow
been
burn.
he would have been better off facing the
Slow burn.
12-year-old.
He's gonna be there every show. He's gonna be on every show.
Yeah,
But
You have
so
but
to
was
no,
commit
Brian,
him full
and
time.
so was Adam, and so
right?
was Punk.
But then, they're not Edge. I mean, sorry, Adam Copeland.
Right. I think
No,
Let's be
Adam
real.
Copeland
They're
was
not Adam
bigger
Copeland.
than all
I
of
didn't
them.
say he
I
is.
think Adam Copeland was bigger than all of them
He
Okay.
is.
So
Therefore,
and if
you
he's gonna
of
wouldn't
the
be
be
there,
hype
there.
around him. So I feel like for that reason, stick him in there with somebody in the upper echelon. You got people. They got people.
but
And
this
I
That
is
feel
would have
like they
been better off.
wasted his first impression on Luchasaurus. But
It,
ultimately, what it's going to come down to is what is that quarter hour number going to be looking like when the match takes place?
it's going to be like 0 to none because Undertaker's going to be on the screen at the same time.
I look.
But really, that's going to be the true testament of whether we're right or they're wrong.
That's
What's that number going to look like?
yeah.
Because in my opinion, I don't think Luchasaurus is popular enough for that match to really be ooh, let me tune in and see that, as opposed to oh, that'll be a pretty good match.
Yeah, that match might not even happen because he's got a
Because I'm gonna say,
broken
even
finger.
I tuned in to watch Brian and Kenny because I was like, all right, this is a big deal. I gotta see this. I gotta at least see what they do.
Well, let's hope Luchasaurus' broken finger, we might not get that match anyway and get something better.
So,
Also, I don't
Yeah.
think the match is happening. I keep like the back of my head goes, oh no, Christian's about to hit him in the back of the head with the chair.
And you know what? That very well could happen.
Oh, thank goodness if it does.
Part of me thinks that's about to happen, but it's funny. Well, since we're here, because I wanted to talk about it anyway. NXT like stacking the deck on Tuesday because what?
Oh, that was a jerk move.
All right.
Are we still worried about them? Are we still worried about them? They're gonna take our numbers.
All right, so I think we know NXT has been on an upward trajectory the past 2 months or so. The numbers have been going up and up. And I think it's safe to say if they did not load up this Tuesday show, they would do an abysmal number just going head to head with AEW because it wouldn't be a priority for the audience. We know that there's crossover audience between NXT and AEW, the people that watch that.
Right.
So NXT wouldn't have been the priority. Oh, we'll DVR that. We're gonna watch AEW. So I feel like the WWE had to stack the deck to at least maintain a decent number for Tuesday. Now, I will say this. They went into absolute petty territory putting the Undertaker on there. That was unnecessary. They did not need to do that. That was disrespectful. But I don't like Tony, so it's all right. It's all good.
That was almost like they kicked Tony's dog.
So that was a bit much. I think Nick Khan threw that in there just because it was Tony's birthday. If I'm
Happy
being honest.
birthday, fool.
I think that was the happy birthday kick. But I think everybody else on the show, I think that's so NXT can do a steady number and not get completely demolished by AEW being on Tuesday, which is what I think would have happened if it was just a regular episode of NXT.
What about you, Damien?
Man, I say fuck them. WWE did the right thing.
Of
Bury them. But man, I would have had the Tribal Chief on there too. The whole bloodline. All of Judgment Day. I'm trying to tell you, it would have been like an NXT family reunion. All the old NXT champions on there too. would have upped that thing to 3 hours.
Oh,
Started an hour before Dynamite.
So you start at 6. I think Dynamite starts. I think they start at 7.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
They're coming on at 7?
Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, they said
Okay.
at one time they said they were coming on at 4 p.m. too. So I
let
mean,
me see.
who knows?
I remember that. And
But with that being said,
Wasn't that a rampage or something?
it was a
stack
rampage.
that.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
a
I'm
rampage
trying to.
clash. It was the what you call it, Battle of the Belts that night.
I don't even know why they waste their time.
All I'm saying
All right,
is,
hold on. Let's see. No. It's airing at its regular time, 8
It is
o'clock on
8
Tuesday.
o'clock. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, yep. Start NXT
So
at
it's
7.
good.
Give them an extra hour. Put on a takeover. Like show. Just and look.
Insane.
Second hour be completely commercial free.
Oh, you
Their
were
first hour.
bad.
First.
What? Not the second. He's not the first hour, but the second.
Oh yeah, when Dynamite starts,
You get thrown off the air,
like
bro.
no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't
Terrible.
do that. Like, all right, maybe like the first like 30 minutes then,
They
and
would
put on like that main
Damien's about to
event.
cost the company like $30 million just to
Right.
be petty.
So
you do they'll give you the first hour, like something like
throw a WrestleMania main event. Started the second hour.
this. You know what? This is why I changed from not talking. This is why I changed the topic today, and this wasn't an actual topic.
What? I'm just saying.
When Cliff told me he wasn't gonna be on the show today, I went,
Yeah.
all right, I'm not talking about this. I'm not doing this. Just in case if it's just me and Damien, I'm not about to have him run me over on this.
Oh, why not? What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
All I'm saying is that WWE, you doing the right thing.
There you go.
Keep it up. Be
Anyway,
petty.
well then,
I would have did it too.
I know you would.
I would have did it. I would, like I said, I would have
see
went
how
overboard.
petty your show would have been.
Exactly.
Damien would have just booked Raw with some NXT
talent.
Exactly. That's exactly what I would have did. I would have been NXT Raw.
All right. With that being said, let's move on to the actual topic. So we can, most people can say that both companies over the past couple of premium live events, pay-per-views, have been on the positive note. So let's go. Who has had the better run? Damien, you have a mute button. You know that.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Ooh.
Who's had the better run of pay-per-views?
You pay-per-views over here.
So, you know what? I'll start. I'll give my take. I will say that WWE probably has had the better run of pay-per-views. Not to say that AEW's haven't been great either. I think Wrestle Dream was fire. The other was that show All Out, All In, the one that wasn't in Wembley, the one that was in Chicago.
No, All Out
was actually like good, despite like my initial reactions going into it, and I think it was on the show. I was like, yeah, this is just mid Wembley, but it was actually fire. I think Loki was almost a better show than Wembley, and then Wembley was Wembley. So I still gotta go with WWE. I think that it's what really is. It's LA Knight. Let's be honest. LA Knight, Cena, and Dom, and really Seth are the big focus that's been on WWE, and just everything that they're doing keeps you captivated, really. Oh yeah, and also Jay, of course, in the Bloodline and all that, as well. But like, their stuff is really more entertaining, and the outcomes are, the matches are fire. So I'm going with the E, which I think will probably shock everybody.
Yeah, it shocked me. That's
Uh,
that. Yeah,
I had. I mean, I'm
Dude,
being,
it
they
threw
were
me
good.
for a
Like
loop there.
their shows are not bad. And it's not to say that the past AEW shows were bad. Like they weren't bad. Like they were solid cards. Like, but I just think No Mercy was great, and that was NXT. Fastlane this past last night was crazy enough. Going in, I was like, okay, here's the mid show, Fastlane. You know, it's the B tier pay per view, and it was like, huh. You could have had me fool. This was like a Money in the Bank or something. Like, okay, this was actually really good. So I gotta go with the E. Hunter, and we've said it on the show before. Like, Hunter has tapped into something, and the talent has tapped into something where it's just everything is just falling into place. Like every time WWE, this past year alone, just everything they touch is just gold. It's like the Midas touch, and they continue on that track record. Like Survivor Series is coming up, and we've already just stated Survivor Series in Chicago with the illumination of Punk surrounding it. This show is going to go bonkers, and if we're probably getting more games with Bloodline and all that's happening, it's looking up to be an even great show as just as last year's Survivor Series was. So, yeah, I'm going with WWE. Not to say, and also just like I said, not to say that AEW shows weren't great. All right, Damien, go ahead and put the E over.
So obviously, you and I have been watching two separate things. They were horrible just because they had Chris Jericho on them.
His
That
matches
that
were
right
fine.
there, man, fine for what?
His
Fine for
Osprey
what?
match was fine.
Fine.
Those
Poor
tag
Osprey.
matches with
Poor
Kenny have been
Osprey.
fine.
Poor Osprey.
Oh, poor Osprey.
Look,
Osprey beat
look at Sammy. He got hurt because he's in the vortex of Jericho.
Sammy was going to get hurt regardless.
It's because he's messing with Jericho.
No, it's not. He was messing with Jericho since the jump.
Yeah, and you see where his career is now.
He's working Jericho. What's the problem? He's a Don Callis.
I think what Damien is saying, it took a little longer than he expected, but Jericho led to Sammy's downfall. Is that what you're getting at, Damien?
Yes, I am. Everybody's downfall. Everybody that Jericho has worked with, what are they doing now?
Well,
What
they
are
all
they
did their
doing?
best work when they got far away from him.
What
I
are
can
they
say
doing?
that.
I mean,
Well, there you go. There's a way to turn negative into positive. Way to go there, brother. Yes, that's true. I will. Santana and Ortiz, them going head to head is great.
oh, I didn't say it wasn't because
That's great.
that's funny. However, look what happened
Danny
to them.
Garcia.
Yep. I figured out Jericho's purpose. Jericho lights fire under the talent's asses. They work with him and they say, "Oh fuck no. How can I make sure I never get in this position again?" And then turn it around and do the best work of their careers. Oh my God. What? Think about it. Everybody.
Okay, so what's Moxley's excuse?
The further away, well, he never got that far away, I feel like.
Yeah, obviously he didn't. I guess he didn't.
Right.
Well, look. The premium live events, I can watch those and I can still hug my children. They're not in deep slumber and REM sleep because they have to go to school the next day. Like I get a life after it. Like I look at the time, I'm like, man, wow, I can do a lot right now. Whereas I'm watching Planned Parenthood and I gotta dedicate 8 hours of my life.
Oh my gosh.
What am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Wrestling Dream was 25 matches. Unnecessary. 25. Why I had to watch 25 matches, Tony?
It wasn't 25.
I fell asleep and was like, oh, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to miss Jericho. Guess who was on my TV when I opened my eyes?
Ooh.
Guess. Take a guess. Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I can't escape him. I don't like that man. Go away. Just go away. Just
It,
just go away.
is it my
So
turn?
yeah, it's your turn. I was just about to say. So it's your turn. I think we understand
All
where
right.
you fall in the spectrum.
Okay.
Fuck AEW.
Just
I'm
wrong
tripping
with
off
it.
of Damien's response that all the AEW pay-per-views are terrible because Jericho's on them. That's kind of funny. But okay, my answer is in general, doesn't matter the company. I'm always in favor of less matches, more time. Then let's just put everybody and their mama on the card. And the example that's most prevalent in my mind, like the first instance where I was just like, okay, maybe everybody shouldn't be on the show, was WrestleMania 2019, the year of the Kofi Mania, which was the longest WrestleMania.
I remember that one.
Ooh, that hurt my soul.
I drove.
And that's
We were all watching it. I remember that.
yeah,
we
that was
left,
the first time it hit me.
went
where I
home
was
and the match was still going on. Like the main
yes,
event had just
yes,
started. I got home. It was still going. I still got to catch the finish at home.
absolutely.
I
That
remember
was insane. That pre-show started, I think, at 5:00, and the main event ended after midnight, closer to 1:00. It was insane. So when they decided they were gonna do a 2-day format for WrestleMania, I was like, "Oh, I'm all with it. I'm all with it."
Yeah.
Dude, I would have been alright with a 3-day.
So for me, automatically, a match, a show with more than, as a number, I'm gonna say 8. Any pay-per-view that's got more than 8 matches on it is automatically going in that, I don't know if I want to tune in category. I think I like the less is more philosophy. That was a big reason why I liked the takeover events, because
Oh, I love those things.
because Hunter would have 5, maybe 6 matches
Yep.
on that show and would really focus on them, and they were a breeze to get through. And
Yeah,
I
they
feel
were.
like all of
Sometimes
these
not even over
pay-per-views
2 hours.
exactly.
Yep.
And I feel like these pay-per-views with the less matches since Hunter's been in charge have really felt like a breeze. I can't remember the last pay-per-view or PLE that felt like it was a chore to get through. I can't remember the last one. And on top of that,
The
like
Great
Chad
American
said,
Bash.
the Great American Bash.
NXT Great American Bash felt like a
That
chore.
was kind of long,
That one.
Okay.
I don't know
but
what that popped right in my head once you said that, but I was like, that one.
that
I
one
think
was
I
long.
joined that one in progress. So that's probably why it didn't feel long to me. I don't think I watched that one from the start. I had to go back and look at the card. Now, I might be thinking of another show. But yeah, so I think like less matches, it allows you from a story perspective to really zone in and focus on that, because
Yeah.
you're not so scattered and all over the place, and you don't have to throw things together. And I feel like Tony, with his pay-per-views, I feel like some of these matches just get thrown together because he wants to put people on the pay-per-view, which I understand. But then you end up with like 14 matches. And if you're really into these people and these things, then it's not a problem. But I feel like if you're trying to get somebody to sample the AEW product, you invite your boy or something over that kind of knows AEW, but he's not really in it. You invite him over for a pay-per-view to watch. He can be like, God damn, this show ain't over already yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? It's not an
That's
easy watch. It's not an
I've been
easy
there.
watch.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But yep.
It's
Yeah, this is an adventure.
tiring.
And I remember the WWE shows before, where there would be like 12 matches on the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's how you
And
get
even the
multiple of the same
even
finishes.
the good shows where it wasn't a problem, I still prefer this.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
if they were to go back, like if Survivor Series had like 10 matches on the show, I'd be like, oh man, that's a lot of shit going on right there, or something, you know.
And it probably won't have no more than 8 though.
So yeah, storytelling wise, do you think portraying the? Oh fuck no.
Oh, no, they
Who's
don't.
got a story except for who are they? What's his name? Adam Cole and MJF.
And well, that's going out the window because Cole
The
hurt.
Don Callis family.
But why are they
That
mad
one.
at each other?
That one, no, they're not mad. Well, that with Kenny.
But why are they? Why?
And
Why are they
Jericho.
mad? What
I
are they
don't
mad
know.
about?
Don Callis.
Nothing.
They got
They ain't mad.
But
He
why
ain't
is
mad
Don?
about
That's what I
nothing.
mean. Why is Don Callis mad at Kenny?
No reason. He just
Did
wanted
we
to
ever
turn on
we don't know
Kenny
that
to
yet.
turn on Kenny.
That's the
You're right.
problem.
We don't know.
It's been months.
We don't know
It's
yet.
been months.
I'm still trying to
It's
figure that
been
out just
months.
as much as you do.
See,
I'm trying to figure it out too.
So that's why
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like we don't know
I
the
don't know.
character's motivation. So why are we watching? Like he's just mad. Why?
That is true.
What is he mad about?
Who cares? Hey, bro, you listen. No. Hey, yo, you know. Hey, they got beef. They got beef. What's the problem?
But why do they have beef?
Who cares? Let them fight.
But that's
I came to watch
no,
them fight.
that's bad.
And that's why
That's the
800,000 people watched Dynamite, and it was 8 people at Collision last night. That's the problem.
Right?
Oh,
It's like these people are fighting, but why?
who cares? Let them fight. Oh yeah. You want storylines?
So yeah,
Watch
that's what
boxing.
it's like. See, that's the difference of philosophies. AEW
Okay, that
is
is-
who cares, let them fight, and then the WWE, we know who's mad at who, and we know why.
Right? Come on now. Shame on you.
Also,
You of all people
shout out
should
to
know
Drew
better.
McIntyre for getting hated on for being right.
Right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I like that. I like that story. He's like, so what the fuck? We just supposed to forget he ain't been beating all our asses for 3 years? Just because he he saw the light, we just supposed to forgive him? Fuck that.
Right.
Fuck that. Him and his fucking family cost me the title in Cardiff. I'd be mad too.
I'd still be heated.
I still
I ain't
be mad,
trusting that fool.
So shout out to Drew for having the most realistic story, because I feel that.
too. All right, match of the week.
Ooh.
Match of the week.
Let me think.
Seth
about
and
that.
Shinsuke.
I did not like that one.
I did.
That's probably the only thing my dislike. I
Is
did
it
not like.
because-
I don't know.
Is it
I
because Seth
maybe.
went over?
I got into it. I will say this. It took me a little minute to get into it, but by the end they
Yeah.
had me. They had me by the end. But
I
it took a little second. It didn't jive with me the way their match at Payback did.
yeah.
It was
night-
the other way around for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
he
know
did.
why. Like, I really enjoyed this match a lot more than I liked the one at Payback. I don't know why.
I did not. It just I could not get with it. And
Maybe
then
because
when
Seth was fighting from
and
underneath.
then when Seth did win, I go, here we go. And I was just like, whatever. So it's not. I'm going with, for me, match of the week. I'm crazy enough. I'm going with the tag match. I really liked Cena and LA Knight versus.
That was good. That was
that was a
that was
good
real good. Cena
I
got
really
that work in.
Yeah, bro. Like I think maybe that's the face. I liked how Cena was taking heat and letting LA Knight get the big baby face hot tag. You know, I was like, Cena, you're being such a kind person. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, he
think
could have totally did it the other round because I
he
would.
could have, and he could have.
I
But
would
he
let
didn't.
the
He was
young
just
guy
like,
go in there and get that work.
right. I look. I understand.
Yeah.
Now I can say that I understand. Yeah, man. Like, and I really like Judgment Day and Cody and Jey Uso. I thought was just great. And
The finish was perfect.
the finish, like I
they
said,
got me.
they got me. I popped, and I went, oh.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
Man, my mom thought something was wrong. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, no, Cody won. She goes, you watching on your phone? I was like, yeah. Yes, I am.
My match of the week.
So I got a 1A, 1B. I got a 1A, 1B, that one.
Yeah, that.
What you got, Damien?
I already told you.
Oh, yeah, you did say
Main
that.
event.
Yeah,
I know you were really... Okay.
Yes, I'm going with that. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I enjoyed the whole show, but it was a nice for me. It was a nice way to cap the night off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what you got, Idol?
This was a good week. This was a good week for matches. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna throw a curveball here. I think my match of the week was Trick Williams and Dominic from NXT on Tuesday. Shout out to the heel finish. That was heel as fuck. If you want to show somebody heel, give me an example of heel. That heels.
Well,
the way, that
I enjoyed that way too much. I think
that was a really good example of babyface and heel work.
Yeah.
That's one of those matches that I think you would show to a class as an example of, all right, here's bare bones to get the concept of wrestling psychology. I think that's a good match to use as a reference.
You would have to show that promo too from the ring. Just what Mello said to Trek, how he like kind of put that doubt in his head. To Dominic kind of like setting him up, saying, you can't do it on your own.
Yeah.
Like it was perfectly set up.
Yeah, like it's a nice example of when it's done right, this is where it's supposed to look.
Well, you timing out.
What's up?
Why you time out?
Did you just compliment Trick Williams? Did you just do that live on the show?
No.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. The agent.
Yes, you did.
He's complimenting Shawn Michaels for putting it together.
Exactly.
And telling them what to do.
Exactly.
My bad. I wanted to make sure the listeners and the viewers understood you. Because you are on the side of a not let's just say you're not a fan of Trick Williams. So wait, neither one of you are.
No,
that's crazy.
No,
that's why I said I enjoyed the finish to that match.
Trick Williams is the Nick Cannon of the WWE. If Nick Cannon knew how to actually do something.
Exactly.
He makes money.
Yeah, that's what he knows. That isn't a talent. He's got a point. That's not a talent.
That's not a talent.
What?
The crackhead on North Avenue knows how to make money.
And you can't say making babies either, because the crackhead in Baltimore knows how to do that too as well. So I mean,
Trick Williams is Nick Cannon. If Nick Cannon actually knew how to do something.
Am I back now?
Yeah, you're back. So Trick Williams losing the title, greatest moment in NXT history. I popped like a little girl for that.
All right.
So happy. So happy.
Too.
That made my week.
We popped and then called each other. It was like, did you see that?
I did cackle. I did laugh. It was funny.
I cackled and I said, that's what your dumbass gets for telling your friend not to help you.
Right?
Never tell your homeboy not to help you.
Right?
Never.
No,
like he fell for that hook, line, and sinker.
Or at least
rookie
be like,
mistake.
Look, don't come out to the ring with me, but be on standby in the locker room just in case. You know what I mean?
You see something fishy, run out there, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, how many times did Trick help Melo when he said don't come out there? Yo, trying to tell you, yo, Melo don't care. He just won his champion. He wanted his championship, but he lost it because he couldn't hold on to it because, well, we all know what happens.
Cause I bet you on Tuesday, Trick is gonna be mad Melo ain't come out and help.
Oh, I bet you
Bruh.
money.
I bet you.
He gonna cost him.
And
He
it's
gonna
gonna be like,
cost him
bro,
that
you
matchup
told
with
me
Braun
not
Breaker.
to.
You gonna turn
He
him
gonna-
heel?
Yup, they gonna turn Trick Williams. Sorry.
I don't think either one of
Nah,
them
they
is gonna.
probably
I
not
don't think
going
either
to.
one of them is gonna turn. But I think if I had to pick somebody to turn, it would be Melo.
It'd be better if it was.
But
Yeah.
I don't think either one of them.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
gonna
think so
turn.
either.
I
mean,
think
Yeah.
it's
they're
gonna
both
turn.
they're
Yeah, I
both
think.
really hot right now as
Yeah,
faces.
like I think they'll end up facing each other. Absolutely. But I think they'll both be baby faces when it happens. I don't think one is gonna turn on the other. But if one turns, I think it's gonna be Melo.
I agree. All
I
right.
hate Trick Williams as a face.
We know.
Actually, I hate him. Period. But that's
We
just
know.
I was
neither
gonna
here nor
say that
there.
implies you liked him when he was a heel.
He
The
was
very
more
first time he
palatable.
showed up in that shimmery purple shirt, it was over for him.
Yeah, that was
My
pretty
mind was
bad.
made up, and he hasn't changed it since.
Well, I
Terry.
mean, he was more palatable as a heel because it was easier to hate. Now it just makes me seem like I'm a dick because I don't like him. All right,
Terrible.
what's
All right,
next?
let's move on to our last topic. All right, so Damien Priest. Let's talk about Damien Priest. So last night, Damien Priest did not cash in. Are we looking out for a Damien Priest face turn? We're gonna start with you. Let's see. Who do I want? You know what? I'll start. So look, I think what's about to happen is this. I do think a face turn is coming because I think what's going to happen is I think Damien is going to probably be a face when he cashes in, and because he's got a Judgment Day, he's got to kick him out. Because look at it like this: he's the only one that don't bang with JD McDonough. Now that Rhea has taken over and is like the leader and everything, she called him the shots. She told him, "No, you ain't cashing out tonight." Like Damien's gonna get kicked out because he still don't bang with JD McDonough, and everybody else is like, "Bro, he cool." So I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna turn face. Judgment Day's gonna turn on him. He's gonna turn baby face, and then that's probably when he'll do the cash in as a baby face. I don't think he's gonna cash in on Seth. I think Seth loses it to a heel. And the heel is just the transitional champion that Damien ends up cashing on. I don't think Seth holds it to WrestleMania. I don't think that at all. Like it's set. I've had that set in my mind for the past month that Seth doesn't hold it to WrestleMania.
Probably not, but I can see
All right,
that.
do you see Seth headlining WrestleMania though?
No.
So not even as a challenger.
No.
Hey, okay.
I don't think he's in the title picture at all.
Okay.
Unless they give me some fatal 4-way mess. But it's just a straight 1-on-1 match? No.
Right.
Nah. Who? I don't know. I couldn't tell. I don't know who. I don't know what that looks like. But I for a fact I don't see Seth Rollins. Now he's on the card, absolutely. I'm like he's gonna be on the show.
All right, he's gonna be wrestling CM Punk. We know that, right?
Exactly. So
there you go. He's gonna be kind of like a co-main event on night
exactly.
one.
The script.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
story of that match
So
will be Vince hates us and never let us main event this show. So that's gonna be the story.
Hey yo.
That's great. That's great.
No, so I don't think Damien Priest is gonna turn babyface. I think they kicked Finn out the group. I think they kicked Finn out of the group. Finn and JD out. I think they kicked them out. I actually think Judgment Day turns babyface. Mommy Priest and Dom Dom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh
Interesting. All right, go ahead, Damien.
man, I just want to see something messy. So I really don't. I don't care how it happens. I just wanna. I don't know. See something super messy. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
Finn's gonna cost Damian Priest to cash in.
Now
And then that's how he
I
get,
can
and
see
that's
that.
how he get kicked out of the group.
That's how I can see Finn getting kicked out. Because I mean, if you think about it, Finn is, however you want to look at it, you can look at it from a reactionary standpoint. He's the least popular member of the Judgment Day. I would say Mommy's the most popular. Dom gets a massive reaction. Folks are vibing with Priest. And then there's Finn.
What if Finn steals the money in
So
the bank
it's
briefcase and
not.
cashes it in? Is that legal? Can anybody do that?
Well, it's the WWE. They can make up shit they want to. I've never seen somebody take the briefcase and try to
Cash it in on somebody else's
cash
behalf?
it
I mean,
in.
that'd be hilarious. Like
So,
JD
I
secretly
mean,
steals it, but then Finn
well,
runs
if you
out and
wanted to
cashes
make
it in.
that work, what you could do is,
sign this
since we know there's a contract inside of the briefcase,
Take the
the
contract
rule
out.
could be, well, it's whoever's name is on the contract. So if Priest didn't sign it and Finn signs it, they could do it like that.
Good.
Well,
Totally
remember
steal it
they
from him.
did
that,
do a
and that
whole
makes Damien look stupid.
clip. Well, they did do a whole clip where they showed them swapping the contract from the green briefcase to Priest purple one.
True.
I don't think they did
They
that
did
just
do
to
that.
do it, because they've never done that before.
That is
You know,
true.
Priest isn't the first person to get a custom briefcase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh, what's the point of filming the case swap if this ain't gonna lead to anything? Because if there's one thing that Hunter's been doing since he took over, is we've had to do a lot of reading in between the lines with these stories.
Yeah. Kind of being
That's true.
vague. Make you think.
Exactly. Or showing us something that seems like nothing that ends up becoming something.
Yep.
Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like they did that for a very specific reason.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just the thing.
And
Yeah.
and it's something different. It's something different.
Hey,
It
man,
is
look,
something.
anything can happen in the
it's
WWE.
exactly. It's something different. We've never seen the briefcase get stolen from somebody and cashed in by the non-holder.
Yeah.
Something I would do. Might as well at this point, right?
Right. Because that's
man. I got a championship.
that's a messed
How
up.
you do
Yeah,
that?
that's a messed up heel thing to do. That makes Finn look like a major heel.
It does.
He's a major heel from that. Even like just because it's like, why would you do your boy like that? So that gives the opportunity. So if Judgment Day turns on Finn, that makes Judgment Day baby faces. Because at that point, Finn deserved it for doing that. And we know JD is going to side with Finn. That puts Judgment Day in a babyface position. And then you can do Finn versus Priest for the title.
There you go. There's WrestleMania right there.
That could be your WrestleMania. Exactly.
That could be your WrestleMania.
You just booked night one.
Oh, I'm gonna. Because imagine if this goes down, the Finn stealing their briefcase. If this goes down at Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, Elimination Chambers, that's at the stadium in Australia.
Yeah.
So that's a good memorable thing to do there.
Ah, you're right.
It
It is
is.
in Australia. Oh, that's about to go. Oh man, some things gotta happen at that show. Period.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine that? That's a good place. Those are two good places to do it.
They're very good places.
Because we know the crowd is always hyped for a cash in.
Yeah, they are. That'd be an epic cash in too.
Yeah, that would be. And then it's out, it's out the country, and
Oh my God! Imagine, I got the whole setup. Here we go. It doesn't matter what the world title match is. Seth and whoever. It's Seth still got it. Doesn't matter. Priest comes down. He's got his briefcase. He's like, I'm cashing in. And like, all right, okay. Ref takes it. He goes there. For whatever reason, let's say the case opens up. Referee can accidentally hit the thing. Priest, there's nothing in here. Priest like, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean there's nothing in here? What are you talking about? And the briefcase is empty. Then here comes Finn. He's got the green one. He opens it up. I got the contract. My name's right there. I'm cashing in. And the ref's like, well, his name is on the goddamn. I guess we gotta. And then Priest can be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And JD's not a member of the Judgment Day, so he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. Knock Priest out.
I was just about to say, you gotta
then cashes in. Finn leaves as the champion. Then we're all like, what the hell? And then we got to tune in on Raw. And Raw is where, Finn tries to explain himself. Whatever BS reason.
But this is what you do. Finn and JD go on the run. Like they like some fugitives.
Okay.
Make them as fugitives. And they're like running from the Judgment Day. Like legit, like what they got. Every time they get close and close and close, then like a couple weeks before WrestleMania, finally catches them. Like, look, we're gonna either have a match or look, we're gonna find you some way or the other. And that's when they catch him. Boom, 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 just like across the whole arena. Oh yeah, that'd be. Look at us. That's not the topic. People.
That's not
Go ahead,
Damien. Look at that.
This would, needless to say, this wouldn't be the first time that Hunter changed the rules of the Money in the Bank. So, because we saw it last year with Austin Theory. So, why not?
True.
And I already gave mine, so.
And then after they do that, they can always reinstitute the rule that no, you can't do that for the next Money in the Bank match.
Right.
So they can't never do that finish again and make it unique if they want to do that.
Yeah, be like, oh, we're gonna sew up this loophole.
Exactly. Leave the loophole with the technicality so it creates a cool story, and then you fix it so you can't do it again and can't repeat the story in the future. So, something to think about. Something to think about.
I already went. You know that, right?
Righty then.
Yeah.
You did, yes. Well, then that's it. That's the end of the show, guys. See you later.
I think it is.
Wow. All right. Yes. We did a little fantasy booking.
Yeah, look at that.
We did, yeah. That's the end of the show. Yeah. Well then, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast platforms. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to the Big Plus Network, where you will catch out all of our content there. Also, make sure, all my podcast listeners, make sure you like us and subscribe to us there. All right. And my Apple Podcast users, give me that 5-star frog splash review straight off of the Andromeda Galaxy.
I can see that from the mountains where I live at, right?
Oh, where? That's actually pretty cool.
No, I mean I can actually see that some galaxies, but not that one. I was just fucking with you. But no, you can actually see very clearly because we don't have light pollution.
Right, yeah, right. You can see that. I know, yeah. The stars over there.
Don't you dare. Don't say nothing. Don't
Didn't know
say
you guys had
nothing.
lights.
I hate you.
Anyway, all my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement. And my PC users, you get a virus. Make
Why?
sure you tune in to the next
Why?
episode.
Why?
Because, man, if you're on a PC, you're either
Y'all get a thumbs up, guys. I like you still.
no.
Very
I mean,
good.
I don't play on PC because it's garbage, but I mean,
Exactly. You get a virus.
I'm just saying I still support.
Never. Absolutely not. Anyway, make sure you're tuned in next week for another edition of the 3 Count Podcast presents Somebody and Their Friends, okay? Because this is Damien and Friends. It's supposed to be Chaz and Friends, but hey.
Damn right, it's my show today.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I took it over.
Yeah, it might be Red Dog and Friends in that week.
It might be.
It might
Never
be.
know.
I know I won't be on there.
What do you mean you ain't gonna be on there? Yeah, you are.
No, I'm booked.
Booked for what?
Fight.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just gonna be me and
You and Red
Oh,
Dog.
I guess it'll be. I guess
It is
it'll
Red
be.
Dog and Friends.
I guess that's what we're
Yeah.
doing then.
Yeah,
All right.
it is Red Dog. Yeah, I gotta go beat up Young, Dumb, and Broke.
Yeah.
He's talking to you, Chess. By the way,
If I get it's not my fault.
he plays on computer.
That's,
PC
I'm
player.
sorry to hear that.
Wow, you are.
Hey, anyway,
Well, I guess
Kawhi. Kawhi. That's what it means to do when the show ends. He's not here.
Hey, 3 Count Podcast listeners, it's your host, the icon Chaz Evans here. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. That's the Facebook, that's the Twitter, that's the Instagram, that's the Snapchat. We don't have Snapchat. The photo, but we don't have Photo Bucket. But make sure you follow us on all those things at 3 Count Podcast or at 3count_pod. That's on the Twitter, by the way, 3count_pod. But yeah, definitely also make sure you check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to our videos. And if you really like us, a lot, definitely go find us on ProWrestlingTees.com/3CountPod and get yourself a 3 Count Podcast t-shirt. And make sure you continue listening to us.